got Gary Hester, who's going to tee off here. You teed off on the first hole against me earlier today. You think that's an advantage to be able to go first?
You know, I hadn't actually thought about it, Rob, at all. And we didn't do a coin flip. We did rock, paper, scissors. And I went with rock because there's so many rocks in this course. However, I decided to go first. And Gary also decided to go first. And I thought, you know, I already know the hole well enough. I'm not going to learn anything from your putt. And so I figure I wanted to have a nice stress-free easy two to open it up and put a little bit of pressure on you. I ended up 3-putting. So maybe it backfired, but
it might have. I do agree with like taking the pressure off, getting it out of the way. Now these putters are going to rotate each hole. So it's not lowest score goal goes next like you would if you're playing, you know, men's golf or anything like that. It's rotation
or women's golf.
Or women's golf. We don't discriminate here. We're rotating each individual hole. Now, there's a lot of things that are going to come into play. There's going to be a rules official out on the course measuring anything that comes up against the walls here. There's an 8-inch measurement to give the players relief for their next putt. But they are going to start on number 1, as is traditionally done here. Now, number 1, for those who are going to be watching it on the stream here shortly, are going to say, well, it looks like a pretty relatively straight putt. How these guys not acing it? That's a difficult putt to start off.
It is. Rob and I actually were trying to figure out if it was actually possible to get it in the hole without using the back wall. There is a major slope from left to right, and so even if you start all the way to the right and hit it almost up against that wall, it is going to push it right of the hole. So it is a much trickier hole than it looks.
Gary Hester almost getting ready to go here as the anticipation is building towards this event. Now, again, Gary Hester has won WPL number 1, Joey Gribble number 2, and number 3. But we'll let Gary Hester kick it off here, and you can see that he's placing the ball on the right-hand side as he showed both of us earlier. Now let's see if he can get the pace right on this one. Does he get the kick? All right, that's a typical leave. Leave, little pacey.
That's a little more than he would like, but he does not. There's no hesitation here.
Of course, he's just up there, and he's amped. But it's the first hole of the match.
Oh,
Ooh,
that was a nervy stroke.
Well,
a little push. I mean, that thing went in the side door.
They count for the same on the scorecard.
They do.
They count for the same on the scorecard. Joey's up here. Very similar position.
I will say, Rob, that what we've learned is that just because you show little nerves in the first hole doesn't mean you're going to lose the match.
100% true. There's lots of time to get it together and find that stroke. Similar line for Joey. Caught the outside of the hole, which you don't really want to do here. That's left himself a... Ooh.
No, he's got it. He's just got to tap it.
Gimme second putt. So going to be all square through 1 here. And again, there is hole-by-hole betting. There is in-play betting at Bet365 as well for these competitors in the outright market. That will be updating over the course of the event. The second hole here, tie is minus 1,200, and that's because this is a very difficult ace.